Awesome Bro Bricks and Cars. In today's video, we'll be going over the 8 sets from the 2025 LEGO Star Wars August wave. And I'll start off the video by going over the Force Burner Snowspeeder set. This is similar to last summer. It's another set from the Rebuild the Galaxy show. And so this set isn't probably a set I'll get, just because it's not really connected to any of the movies or much of that part of the Star Wars timeline. It's just its own kind of thing. And it comes with 3 different figures. One being Sid Greebling, the other one being Darth Dev, and then Solstice, who's the same species as Cad Bane, which I think it's cool to be getting another figure from that species, but it's not really a set that I'm looking forward to. I mean, it also comes with another speeder that I'm pretty sure connects in the back of the snow speeder, and then it has the stat, which is a nice build. But overall, I don't think it's the greatest of sets. I think most people would prefer of just getting a normal snow speeder. For the price it's at, I don't think it's the best for. You're not getting the most for what it is. But next, we'll go on to the Wicket buildable figure set. I think this is a really nice design. It's definitely a much better design than the Chewbacca that they did a few years ago. It's not like really creepy looking. It looks pretty accurate to the actual smaller Lego figure and to the character from the movies. It retails for $130, which I don't think is too unreasonable for what it is. It comes with the, I don't know if it's a print or a sticker. I hope that that's a print. It's a set I probably won't end up getting, but just because I'm not really into the buildable figures or buildable characters. Not really too into them, but I think it's good for a lot of people who like the original trilogy, and even if you're just like a Star Wars collector, I think it's worth it. And it comes with the Wicket minifigure, which they did a really good job with, and I think overall this is a pretty good set. And now we'll move on to the ATST UCS set that's coming out. It's a pretty cool set. It's really a just an updated version of the ATST UCS set from years ago. That's kind of a forgotten UCS set. I think it's a very nice looking set. I think it's nice that it comes with an ATST driver. I think that's cool. And it's very accurate to how it looks in the original trilogy. It's another one of the UCS sets I'm not really too into getting myself, but I think for what it is, I think it's a really good set. And I think if you like collecting the UCS sets, you definitely should get this one. And I don't love the price that it is, but I think it is a very reasonable price. But it's not something I will be getting, just not really one I'm super interested in picking up. But it's a pretty cool set. And now we'll be moving on to Jango Fett Starship, which is a playscale version of what we got earlier this year, May 4th, as the UCS one, which I actually have. but this is very similar to the Boba Fett starship set from a few years ago that was connected to the Mandalorian TV show. Um, so it's a very similar build to that, but I'll definitely be picking up because I'm a big prequels fan, and especially of the Clone Wars stuff and Attack of the Clones. Um, and I like how it comes with the Lama Su Kaminoan figure. And then it also comes with the Boba Fett from the Jango Fett Starship UCS set, which I don't is kind of a character don't love the most. And then it has the Jango Fett that's somewhat controversial because he doesn't have the arm prints like the one in the UCS set. But for me, I like that they're keeping the UCS one just to that set. Because that's just my kind of thing with a lot of the UCS sets. I feel like the figures should be more exclusive to that. They were doing that for a while, and they've started to not do that so much anymore. So I like this, but I know some people aren't really a fan of that. Comes with a little ship thing that can be used as a stand, similar to with the Boba Fett starship set from years ago. But I think it's a really nice way to get these figures kind of cheaper, even though they're a little different than the UCS set ones. But I wish there were more prints on here, which it looks like there's a good amount of stickers. But I think it's a pretty good set. It doesn't look like it's too bad for the price what you're getting. Even though it was the Boba Fett's one that was similarly sized to this cost less, but I still think it's worth it. This will definitely be a set I pick up when it comes out. And now we'll move on to, these are like the really anticipated ones. But first we'll go over the new Battle Pack 327th Star Wars one for this year. Really the big problem I have with it is that there was the clone and droid one of like a year or so ago that came with more figures and cost only like $30, where this one is now costing $45, which I don't really see how the price can be really, you can really say that that's a fair price. But I think, taking away my thoughts on the price, I think it's a really good set. It's cool to see how we're getting the pauldrons, the plastic ones. I think that's pretty cool. But an issue I have with the figures is I wish they had the commas or waistcapes in cloth rather than just the printed ones. So just not. I feel like, especially if you're charging this much for it, I think that would be a very reasonable thing to have in it. But I really like the 327 clones. I wish we would have got them earlier, but I think it's cool that we're finally getting them. It's been cool that the last few years they've started to release a lot more clone sets. And then it comes with a spider droid. It's a different build than the one that came in the ATTE set from 2022, which I like this build more. It's much more accurate, I would say. And it comes with 3 super battle droids also, which are nice additions to this set. And then we'll move on to the next set, which is the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. It's much different than the original one from years ago, but in my opinion, I like this one more. Even though the older one is much larger, I find this one not really more accurate, but just a better build. Doesn't look like it, because I've seen people who do have the older one, and it just seems kind of flimsy and like it comes apart a little easier. So I think this is nice having it be a little more bulky of a build. But I see why people like the older one. But I'm really happy that they're finally coming out with a clone pilot that's correct without the fin. I really like the mold. I've seen some other pictures of the mold of the helmet, and it looks really good. I'm interested to see what it looks like in hand because this is another set I'll definitely be getting. Just interested to see what it actually looks like, but I think it's really cool. And then we finally get an Obi-Wan figure with the armor on his arms with the printing, more Clone Wars style Obi-Wan, which I think is really cool. Then we get a Clone Wars, kind of more Clone Wars looking Asajj Ventress, which I think is pretty cool with her like the special like curved hilts. I think is cool. I really like the printing and the color. So I think that's another set that's worth it. And another one that I'm not super excited about, and I'm not fully sure on if I'm going to get it yet, is the Republic Juggernaut, or what most people would probably call the Clone Turbo Tank. But I like the figures that come with it. It's just shrunk down more from the most recent Clone Turbo Tank, which I also have. So if I do get it, I'll end up comparing the two, but not sure yet. It comes with Ki-Adi-Mundi, which is cool. It comes with 3 normal battle droids, which I think is nice because it's good to have some droids for the clones to fight. Then it comes with Commander Bakara, and then 3 Galactic Marines, which I really think it's cool that they're bringing these figures, but originally the leaks for the set were that it was going to be a, I think it's UTAT or something is what it's called. It was originally thought that it was going to be that, which would make more sense for these characters to be with. But I think it's cool that we got another turbo tank. But I think it would have been cool to finally get that ship, but well, that walker. But we ended up getting this instead. Just from looking at the pictures, it seems I wish it was you would see more of the studs. I like that you see like have some details that aren't on the older ones, but I don't really love the smoothness of this. And really my big issue with this set is that it's only like 800 and some pieces, and it's going to be selling for $160, which I just find I don't see how that makes any sense. But we'll see. I'm just interested to see what everyone else thinks about it. But I would say if you're thinking about getting it, probably just wait until the price goes down to a more reasonable price. And then lastly, I'll be going over the Battle of Lucius Separatist MTT, which I haven't got any of the other versions, but I would say I've seen some other people's thoughts on this that do have the other ones, and I agree with them that this is probably one of the better of them, of the I think like 4 that have come out. And I like that it's in these colors that are from like really get it the Clone Wars one, which I think is really cool. And then you get 3 of the commando droids, which are cool. They're more like the gunmetal gray color than the brown that they have been in the past, but it's from different like Star Wars shows and stuff. It's sometimes hard to tell, but from seeing other people, this is more accurate to what they actually look like. Then you get a droid driver, droid pilot, which I think is nice. It's just similar. It's a figure that was also came in the gift with purchase thing last year. The droid carrier set. So I think that's cool to be getting it again here. And then you get 6 of the normal battle droids that can all go on this. Would have been cool to get some more droids because this is another pretty. It's the same price as the Republic Juggernaut, but I do find this one much more worth what you're paying for it. It's the same price as that one, which was $160. And then it comes with a staff also, and then the much wanted Commander Bly finally. So that would be nice to have this set along with that battle pack, which it seems like at either Costco or Walmart or one of those places there may be a dual set pack that has this and one of the battle packs. So I think that could be a cool way to get it if you're able to get it that way. I would say this will probably be a day 1 purchase for me. I think it's really cool set, and it'll be the first one of these I have. So I do actually have one of the other ones, just not built, and I may end up doing that at some point. But then it also comes with Ayla Secura, which it's nice to get another one of her. It's been, I think, since like 2017 was the last time or so. So yeah, this was just my thoughts on the newer sets. Just wanted to let you guys know what my thoughts were going into before August 1st comes around. I know I'm getting to this later than many other people, but I still wanted to put out my thoughts about this set. So about these sets. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.